What time is it? It's Hamster Games time. I'm going to continue with Ostriv. Yes. So first thing I have done in the last episode is I set up all the 10 houses. And I'm also building a fishing dock to have some food. Now we should be able to... I think we have enough food to last the first winter. At least that's how it was in Alpha 1. But I would like to have my own. And next thing I want to do is I want to make sure I can actually make more nails. I do have 878, but I have not enough charcoal to make more stuff. So let's build a charcoal pit. We can either build it close to the smithy or close to this. I'm going to place it close to this sort of like a firewood thing because I think it makes more sense. We're just gonna rotate it this way. We're gonna have have it placed maybe like here. We could maybe place more if need be. And we're gonna allow these guys to also make firewood, logs, and some bark. Be like 100. Oh, let's go with 200 bark. Because they didn't have anything to do. They had all their 200 woods. There was nothing they would be allowed to do. So I want them to actually do stuff. That's why I'm like telling them, yeah, you can make all of this. That's pretty important because you can see that this is like reached the limit. Didn't really want to make more food. And now this doesn't need any worker, but needs somebody to bring the stuff there. You can see that we have people moving back and forth. And that's because we have resource supply. Sorry, we have higher options. We can have laborers. Now we can allow to have male or female laborers. I'm going to say take only female laborers because I want to give the women some sort of a job. And the women, they're unemployed, but if there's something they can do, like some sort of help they can do, they will switch into laborers temporarily. They'll do the stuff they need to do, and then they'll go back to unemployed, and they'll get paid a little bit of money while they were doing this thing. So like they were putting all the stuff there, which is cool. And you can also set up a resource supply. You can say like that you allow people to bring their like laborers by hand or by cart. I think in Alpha 1 women weren't able to carry the cart. I think that's the same now. So like women can only take it by hand. So if I unclick labor by hands, then women would be able to do it. But we don't want to do that. So it's something to keep in mind like later on. It's a bit micromanaging, but I quite enjoy it. Like, you know, like figuring out like what to set up and how and stuff like that. So almost done with our reforestation area. We need to remove 4 more houses, 4 more trees. And then we can start setting up the reforestation area, which is cool. Yeah, we're building all the stuff here. Oh, we're building the charcoal pit. Look at that, it's getting bigger. Oh, and now the women should be set to laborers. Maybe it's some other women. No, yeah. It does say labor when like, but it's just like at the right moment you have to look at it. So we don't seem to be looking at it at the right moment. Let's see. Yeah, nobody's carrying anything here. It's because we don't have any firewood here just yet. So that's why. But we are already building stuff. We have 4 houses. The Skrinik family, Miroshnichenko, Kalenik, and Shulzenko family all have a place to live. And we're already starting to build a fishing dock. We need a lot more nails and we're waiting for some wood. It's gonna be coming soon. You can see the guy is carrying some wood. And that's really cool. And then we can have some fish. We might just let just like one man work there because we want to let the rest of the men focus on the actual building. But yeah, you can see this guy now says construction, so he's like a laborer. He's normally unemployed, but when there's stuff to build, he's turning into construction. And this woman now says laborer because she's helping with the clay pit. Oh, the clay pit is done. Yes, charcoal pans gonna make me some charcoal. Cool. Cool. Very cool, which you can then use here. Not enough charcoal, yeah. So that's gonna be really, really cool. I like that. We're gonna speed up the time a bit more just to finish up this this fishing dock. Let's watch them build it because it's still the best thing. Oh, it's just so good. They're building, and the sound effects too. They're making it happen. We're losing quite a bit of money, but it's okay. Okay, we have finished the fishing dock. We'll put it back to speed 2. And we can set up... oh, we need to set up a boat. Oh, I forgot about that. And there's nowhere to... We do not have a boat making place yet. No boat yard to build a boat. So we're gonna build a boatyard, and you can see that every little thing you need to make it, which makes sense, but it's also kind of like, you know, again, it's a challenging. It's not typical to like have to make your own boat. Yeah, we have to make our own boat. So let's build a boatyard there. We're gonna do it after the houses. That means that this is not gonna be making us any food just yet, but eventually it's gonna work. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be good. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay, we're making the first house on this side. And you can see that already some people are moving through. The paths here are kind of like made by the way the people walk. So that's really cool. So eventually this is going to be like a really kind of walk-through path, which I think is really nice. And we have nobody working at the fishing dock because there's no point to it, right? And we're going to be making this eventually. How's the charcoal doing? It's not quite done. Because I want to watch the women carry it over. I mean, and look at that. Isn't it beautiful? I think it's really beautiful. We can watch the people. Oh, it looks so good. And she's carrying the wood to her home, I believe? Yeah, she's buying firewood, so she paid for it. She's carrying to her home so they can have firewood and they can like be warm and stuff. Which is really, really nice. And you can already see the wealth is changing. Like the wealth of the Skrinik family or mayor is very higher, 23, compared to like Miroshnichenko family, where it's just like 14. How about this one? Well, yeah, this is 22. This is almost the same as the mayor guy because they both have employment. So that's pretty cool. How's this doing? Oh, now we have charcoal. Reserved, we only have one reserved. So I think the women should move around and carry it. We're gonna have a resource supply, worker by hands, by cart. We're also gonna allow labor. No, we just the guy from the smithy will go for it himself. I think he just went for it, yeah. And he's carrying the charcoal here. Perfect. He's awaiting 10 more. Yeah, so he's grabbing a cart. Actually, even like follow him. Let's do it. He's grabbing a cart now, so he can carry 10 at once instead of carrying just like one with his hands. Oh, it's zoomed in a bit too much. And he's carrying it with the cart, which is really cool. Look at that. I'm gonna bring it over to the smithy. Cool. Perfect. So we have finished another house. The new family is the Kushner family. The woman's working in the thatchery and he's working in construction, so he's making some money. Already working on the next one. And once we get the boathouse, we'll be able to make some fish so our people can eat, which is pretty important. And we should have a market here somewhere. No, we don't have a market yet. No market. Okay, so then later you want to build a market to allow like the people to actually buy stuff from the market. So the person's going to carry the stuff to the market so the people don't have to walk so far. And they're just going to grab it. We can actually probably build it immediately. Though, market stall allows to sell up to 4 goods to citizens. Oh, it's kind of soon, but I'll do it. Ooh, imagine all the tents are gone, so just gonna have the camp and that thing and the camp center. So let's build the market. I don't know. Oh, maybe here. Place the market here. Or we could even have it like on the side somewhere. Now let's place it kind of here in the middle. And this, we can set up what kind of stuff we want to sell. So we're going to be selling firewood. Oh, that's not an option? Yeah, firewood here. And at the moment, it's the only thing we can sell because we're not really making anything else. So, yeah, and we're going to set up a worker to be a woman, Odarka Zemliana, and she's going to be selling firewood. So she's going to be moving back and forth. And we're also going to allow to have laborers who can carry the stuff by cart and hand. I'm going to allow by hands because this will allow other women who are unemployed to help her out. And she can carry the stuff, worker by hand or by cart. Also allow men if needed. And higher options are laborers can be both men and women. And workers can only be women. So she's going to have to carry stuff by hand, but she can have help from unemployed men and women who can carry the firewood there to help her sell it. And then people, instead of having to move to here to buy the firewood like we saw that woman, they can just move to here instead. And they will buy the firewood from here, which I think is kind of cool. And then we can have up to 4 different things. And we want to have like storages in here and stuff like that. So let's speed up the time again. We're almost done with the next house, which is really, really cool. So a Netu, wow, Netu Clicata family. No, Netu Dicata family. I don't know. That's probably not how you say it. Okay. Mauricia and Victor. I mean, they have no children, so they'll be making a very high wealth. You can see they're already 19, even though she is not working. He's only working in construction compared to like some other family where, well, actually it's 16, but this guy is permanently employed. This guy's only employed sometimes, already has more money because they have no children that they need to like feed and stuff. So yeah, so the amount of children does matter for the families, which again makes sense, but it's also kind of interesting. I like it. And they have flour, potatoes, they can eat stuff. They still have like the stuff like from the beginning when they kind of moved in, I guess. But yeah, we will need to provide this food here once we build that boatyard, and build the boat for them. And you can see them build this. Yes. And you can see this path is already created. I love that. I love that path. It's very, very cool. And we'll probably have another set of houses, maybe facing the other way, or even this way, we'll see. Like behind, so we can have like a double row. But I think I might even make them face the other way, like face the fishery. You can easily get to the village. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we're gonna have a 9th house here. And this house will also be facing the other way, so then they can kind of like walk around here. Yeah, this is gonna be great. Oh, I'm excited. There's some dried fish. We want to get more fish soon. But like I said, for that we need that boathouse, and for that we need them to finish these houses. It's actually August, so I might, you know what, I'm just gonna put the boatyard first in queue. Because we have, it's only August, we have time before it becomes winter. So we can let them build this first. And when they do that, I'm gonna send one guy to work here to make some boats, and once he makes the boats, he's gonna be the fisherman. And then when we have less stuff we need to build, then more men can be fishermen. But until then, we just want them to build this. And so they're already starting to build stuff, carrying all the stuff closer, which is great. So placing some pillars to be able to build a bit of a pier up here. Ooh, this is so good. 1721. It's the year, by the way. Yeah, we're gonna order 3 boats actually, not just 1. There's no boatyard to build them yet, but as soon as the boatyard is done, they can actually make it. Which is really, really cool. I love it. It's so good. Ooh, we're getting this stuff here done. Oh, that's so good. Love it. All the men are working like crazy, getting their money. Bring home to their wives and children who do not have a job yet because we cannot do farming. Okay, 1. Just only men. Yeah. Laborers will allow whoever. We'll let 1 man work here. Hopefully someone will show up. Can I fire you, Mr. Witwitsky? Did you go there? Yes. Thank you. I want you to make a boat for the fishing dock. Now for that we're gonna need wood, so he's getting some wood for himself. Which is important. Oh, this woman is really walking around. I guess it's the fastest way. Instead of moving this way, but it's kind of like a weird planning. You can also forbid them with like fences and stuff, but I won't do that yet. The paths can change later, it's okay. When our charcoal pit is going well as well. Wow, we're doing really well here. I'm happy with this. We have nails, we have charcoal. Are we making the boat? Can we actually watch him make the boat? I think we can. Where is he? Yeah, he's coming. Oh, he's just bringing the stuff over. He doesn't have enough to actually make the boat yet, so he's just carrying all the wood in. And our other men are actually making more houses, which is really cool. There's less of them now because a lot of them are working in different places. But they are starting to get them. So we only have like what, couple families. Witwhisky family, And yeah, that's the only family that doesn't have a place to live. And they have been unemployed till now, but now he's working at the boatyard, so it's actually starting to make some money. And they're gonna get this beautiful house. And did I like not? Thought I made it like 90 degrees, but apparently I didn't. Yeah, it skews a little bit. Oh, that's okay. That's fine. We'll have to live with it. It's too late to change it now. I guess I could demolish it, but I don't want to, so just it'll be slightly wrong oriented. That's okay. And it's like we don't have to make 90 degrees, but I think it's gonna look interesting. It's also gonna be interesting to have like a circular houses because you can do that. And that's really, really cool as well. So I like that. So they're building the house for Wet Whiskey. Is he making the boat yet? He's still getting the wood. Maybe he doesn't have a cart, so he has to carry it by hand. I don't know. Where are you? Yeah, he's carrying it by hand. No, he's just going to work. Okay. He's gonna get the wood later. We'll see if he can get a cart or just... Yeah, there's no cart. You can see that all the carts have been in use, so we want to make more carts for our people. Because they have to carry the stuff quite a big distance. So carts will definitely be helpful. So hopefully if no one uses this cart, he could then like say, hey, I wanna... No, somebody else already used it. Yeah, he's gonna have to walk with all of this. We allow women to help him, but there doesn't seem like any women are currently helping him much. So, yeah. Have to handle it himself. When we did this, so good. But now the men have nothing to build, so they're now laborers, so they should now help with, for example, carrying the stuff here if necessary, because they're all laborers now. Like, they used to work construction, but now there's nothing to construct. It still says construction, but it should change to something else, because there's nothing to build right now. Now, we could get more people if we had enough food for sale, housing, and jobs. Well, we don't really have that because we still don't have nothing here. We're gonna allow one more man to work here as a worker. And restore supply. Oh, we need to allow laborers to carry the additional resources by cart, so somebody else can help him and carry more wood for him. So we're gonna allow that. We also do labor by hands. Yeah, why not? Let's allow the women to bring the stuff there too. Why not? Only on the smithy we didn't allow the laborers. He can carry it himself. It's fine. Maybe we'll allow him to make like 20 metal parts. I don't know what we'll need them for, so... And we're getting some additional people. Yeah, we have a lot of laborers, a lot of women kind of helping carry the wood in. So now he can actually... Oh, did you see that? He's making the boat. And we have our first boat. And yeah, we can watch that. He's gonna take the boat. He's gonna bring it to the fishing dock because that's the client. Is that not epic? Guys, this game. Don't you love this? So we're gonna allow, I'm thinking 3 men to work at the fishing dock. I mean, we technically should only allow 1, but we're gonna get the other boats soon as this is finished. So hopefully some of the men... Like you are not working in construction anymore because there's nothing to construct. We should hopefully decide to start working here soon. I guess it just didn't change yet. Not sure why, but hopefully. The carts are wearing out. Build a carpentry to repair them. Okay, so we're gonna build a carpentry. And this is kind of like a building that I'm okay with having kind of like in the middle, like between the houses. I'm gonna have like some production building that way. So maybe we could place it like... If it's rotate 90 degrees. Yeah, okay, so we're just gonna do like a bit by bit. I'm thinking... Or we could even change it this way. That could be interesting. Have it sort of like here. Like reiterate that it's kind of like a corner with this building. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to place it this way. Eventually we're going to remove the smithy and move it elsewhere. Still no one working at the fishing dock. That's kind of bothering me. I'm only gonna allow 1. They're still stuck at the construction, which I'm not against them doing. Let's just allow 2 men to do construction. They fired the other ones. Yeah, now he's working at the fishing dock. Okay. That's what I wanted. Good job, man. Good job, Mikita Kravitsky. I want you to get some fish, which we can then sell at the market, which is gonna be epic. Making some fish. Ooh, get me some fish. I think it's just producing fish by itself. If we want to have a dried fish, we need to do something extra, I believe. Let's just check it to be sure. Produces fish, yeah. Oh, you can have dried fish as well, but that's like a separate. You need to change the fish into drying fish. Yeah, he's getting 0.1 fish. Good. So what we are gonna do is we're gonna have a market and we're gonna allow this to sell fish. So people can come here and get some good food. And all the tents are gone, and then we can start changing this to make it look a little bit better. We're gonna have like a set of markets probably on this side maybe. Yeah, I'm excited. And I love these kind of like tutorial or tips on the left. Well, it's more like tips than tutorial. It's not really a tutorial yet. Cards are working out, build a carpenter to repair them. Yeah, we're working on that here. We only have 2 men, so it's a little bit slower. Because, yeah, we don't have enough to work. So I'd like to get more people eventually. We don't have enough food for sale, but that's going to change once this guy starts getting more fish. And then we need also no more housing. So we're going to set up one more house to build. So that, and we're going to actually make it the proper, like this. So it's like a 90 degrees. Go. And then we can have like another family. Which is cool. Or if what's even better is actually if these children grow up, they will then move to a new house to actually have like a continuation of the family, and they marry between each other if possible, which is cool. Like you can, for example, have I don't know, Veselka marry Victor, and then you have a family of like Veselka and Victor, and you know these guys because you saw them. It's just so good. So it's not like random names. You can just like literally have a family. Which is so epic. Oh, I love the families that you can like get to know them and be like, you know, like create stories about them. It's just really fun. This game just so good. Oh, let's watch some building. Do you love the building as much as I do? I hope you do, because I really love it. I really, really love it. And I love the way he's like carrying the stuff and just moving through the door. It's not opening, but that's a detail. And look at the 42 for the Kushner family, and that's not even our main family. These guys have 47. Yeah. And eventually when we have enough work for women, we can just say like we don't really need 4 women to work at the thatchery. But I'm gonna leave it like right now because yeah, I want them to have a job. I can afford it. Look at that. Getting our carpentry. Yeah, we're gonna need more people very, very soon. We still have not enough food. We have 0.2 fish. Yeah, that's not much. We need more. We have sold 5.5 firewood and the year 1721. So that's how much we can sell. I don't know how much we sell of wood for. But yeah, not quite sure how much we sell it for. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, they're getting pretty wealthy for now, but then again, they have nothing to buy yet, so they're not really spending the money. They're just accumulating it. Once they'll have the stuff to spend it for, like once they run out of their own like supplies, that's gonna be really interesting. It's gonna be like the question of whether we can get them enough jobs, and that's become a kind of a challenge like later in the game, which I really love as a challenge. So we've built the carpentry, so we want to allow, we can have men only, so we're gonna have 1 man working here in the carpentry, and we want to order some more carts. Now we cannot have more carts here, so we need to build additional camp cart parking. So I'm going to build more of these. Oh, and it's about to be winter, so we just built enough houses just in time. So let's build a couple trade and transport, cart parking, and we're gonna have it I think we're gonna have it like maybe this way in front of the houses, or we could have like a line here. Yeah, let's maybe make like a line kind of like parallel to this. Wait, I'm moving the map in the wrong way. Yeah, this is like parallel to that, so we'll place it like this. Or do we do 90 degrees now? Oh yeah. We'd have it this way. Place it this way. And I'm actually, I would like to move the carts from here to there, and then potentially remove this, because this is kind of in the middle and I don't like it there in the middle. So then I think you can drag and drop on other parking to relocate, so we're going to do that as soon as this is built. And we might actually build, you know what, I'm just going to, actually this, I think this can take more carts than just the 3. So we'll see how much it can get, and then we'll build another one if needed. I do like the people walking in through here. We're gonna have another space like from this Miroshnichenko family. They'll have a straight through path as well, so I can go straight through this to the market and stuff. We'll see. And we need to. The camp center is very weirdly oriented. It's gonna look kind of ugly in a very straight-edged city, and then we have this. Like what happened? Oh, never mind. We kind of change it, but it's okay. It's just gonna be the one weirdly thing. That's okay. And maybe if we do it like a triangle, it's not gonna look so weird, because it's gonna be like almost rightly oriented with this. We'll decide later. But look at this, it's winter now, and it's just like freezing, and nobody is left. But if you don't have enough houses, they will actually leave you. They'll be like, I don't want to freeze to death, obviously, so I'm just gonna leave. And that's gonna be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Now click on the right top to watch the next one, or click on the right bottom to watch a similar game that I'm sure you'll like as well. I'll see you in one of those. Bye bye!